Hey guys, it's Evan from I'm Gadget Man. I'm back. I'm actually going to do a comparison for Batman Arkham Knight between the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. I have to give shout out to Company One who actually put the video together. I'm just going to provide my commentary and my professional input, and if you choose to take it, great. If not, then don't take it. Anyway, we're going to get started here. I'm trying to make it quick, best I can. I'm a talker. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side. Bye. Hey guys, so alright, here we are. Please forgive my nasalness. I am kind of just coming off of a cold. But I felt compelled to do a video for this title, which is Arkham Knight, because it's just mind-boggling how beautiful it is. And I'm very grateful for the team over at One, who did a comparison video. And fortunately for me, they didn't really speak. So I'm here to give some commentary to an already existing video. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. And this is me here, obviously. I'm Gadget Man. And we're going to start off with the first frame. And here we go. Alright, so I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to get rid of that. So right at the beginning, actually, the people who made this video pointed out right away where's the ambient occlusion on the PC. Basically, if you don't know what ambient occlusion is, it's essentially how light is treated around an object. For instance, how an object receives light. If you take a glass tube, for example, and it's not a see-through glass, it's like a solid, let's just say a solid tube. So let's get rid of the word glass. And you shine a flashlight next to it. The light that is passing, it's obviously hitting the outside of the tube, is going to receive a lot more light than what's actually inside the tube, because the light is being occluded. So that's a terrible example, but basically what I'm trying to explain is, in the next frame, if you look at the PS4, it's right here, version, I'm going to get this out of here and move it over here. If you actually look where they circled right here, you're going to notice what the person is referring to. So I'm going to turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. So you see these kind of shadows that are going on right here, off, on, off, on. Clearly you can see that what it does is it adds depth to whatever object is in the, which is in the environment. Specifically objects, you can see it that are close to another object. If you notice, especially here in the coffee cup, there's a major difference in the shadow. Right here's coffee cup, this is PS4. And that's Xbox One. But look at the PC to the PS4. It's just like, holy crap. I mean, you've lost all the dirt and, any other shadow that's around. Like, PC just looks like PC, like flat and not very pretty. And so there's the PS4, and I'm going to jump to the Xbox One. Here's the Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One, PS4. So I'm going to zoom out so we can get a full frame of this. Too far out? Okay. So this PS4, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One. So I have to say, oh my god. I apologize, guys. PS4, Xbox One. There we go. Holy crap. Alright, so far so good in this video, huh guys? Either way, okay, PS4, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One. So I want you to look over here, okay, in this little area, okay? I'm going to try to keep the XO in frame so you know that I'm not screwing up and showing you the wrong thing. So if you look here, just in the shadowing in this honeycomb part of the clock, when I switch over to the PS4, and to prove it's the PS4, I'm going to go over here, PS4, okay? So I won't do that again, I promise. So it's the Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One, PS4. So Actually, in the shadowing here in the honeycomb, the Xbox One has a little bit of better shadowing, but barely. However, clearly, if you look in the resolution, if you look at the Xbox One versus the PS4, the PS4 has a much sharper resolution. So it's funny, I did a video a long time ago about Battlefield and Battlefield 4 going back and forth between the Xbox One and the PS4 and who had better resolution and who was hiding more in lighting tricks and all that stuff. But you'll find in this video that I'm actually going to swing towards... I'm not going to ruin the suspense for you. You're going to have to see what I swing towards. Again, PS4, PC, Xbox One, PS4, PC. So if I get a direct comparison between the Xbox One and the PC, okay, this is the PC again, PC, just so you know. Let's look over here in this cash register area. I'm going to just push in a little bit, okay? If you look here, that is the Xbox One. That's the PC. Xbox One, PC. I'm going to drop in a PS4, okay? So the PC is crisper at distances, at rendering clearly. You can see, fuzzy mess, crystal clear. Well, not crystal clear, but in all respects, clear. However, if you look at things like this, PC sometimes when it has texturing and it doesn't have the ambient occlusion and that type of lighting tricks, you tend to get stuff that starts looking like sticky stickers that are floating on top, very flat. If you notice right here, the line is so harsh. And with the PS4 and then the Xbox One, they, the blurring, the distance, the depth of field kind of works to their benefit, right? Because honestly, you're not looking all the way back there while you're trying to read the credits. But, when you look at it holistically with everything else, those kind of things will be pretty obvious. Let me just bounce the PC. So, the effects as far as like smoke and the lighting is pretty dramatically different between the PS4 and the PC, and I even think between the PC and the Xbox One. I mean, unfortunately here for the PC, I think I personally would take the ambient occlusion lighting and the reflective and refraction lighting over higher resolution textures, if you will, because of stuff like that. To me, this is more acceptable as far as like an entire gaming vision, if I would put it that way. But overall, I think the PS4 is very leaps and bounds stronger than Xbox One and PS4 at this point in this image. Let's move on. So here is just a triple comparison, which I thought was nice. I'm going to shrink this and also try to go full in here. So I should still have my little reticle. Yep. So again, real quick, coffee cup looks like a coffee cup, but no shadows at all. We have a lot of nice shadowing going on, texturing. As far as the table, as far as the refrigerator, it's a little more dirt and grime. I mean, ambient occlusion all over the place right here. Like, holy mackerel, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And then PC is like, wah, wah. And then Xbox is like, yay, we have some ambient occlusion, but our resolution is a lot lower. So there you go, it's lower resolution. So again, PS4 wins this round. Okay, moving on to the next image. Boom. Hello, lady. All right, so here is our wonderful waitress who's helping taking our order. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Slide this up. So, 3-shot, triple shot, 1, 2, 3. Essentially, what we're looking at is, once again, PC higher resolution texture, no lighting, ambient occlusion, no refractions as far as like the background objects, very minimal, flat, no bueno, no good here in the neck. If you look on the PS4 and the Xbox One, the shadowing and the lighting is just wonderful, coming down, the casting down her collar. As far as her face, we are getting much more detail here in the PS4, her cheeks and everything like that, and you're getting more color tones. Whereas, and look at her, her lips are nice and red. If you look here on the PC, the it's a lot less color detail. She actually looks a little younger because she doesn't have so much and she doesn't have as much dirt on her face. But as far as believability, I would say that PS4 and Xbox One win in this bout. If you're looking at backgrounds and stuff, it's hard to tell between the PS4 and the Xbox One. I'm sure there's some little detail that I'm missing that you guys are going to be thrilled about, but it's really just focusing on her face at this point. Again, the lighting and stuff just works better on the PS4 and the Xbox One as far as this image here. Okay, moving on to the next set. Let's see here. This is her walking away. Oh, I grabbed this one because it gave us a better vision of the background and the floor and everything like that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I'm missing. Clarity is crystal over here. Then it's not crystal over here, but it's intentional. We have smoke coming off of the ovens, the grills, and pots and pans, and all that good stuff. Where here it's here. It's just not as overdone. Also, if you look at the tile, like way back here, seems to me to be a little more dirt and grime and more detail here. I would say 10% less there and like not really there at all. Also, for some reason, this object back here, I'm not sure if it's a cash register. It has these two reflections. I'm not sure what that is. And it's there too, but if you look at the PC version, it's not there. So that's something interesting, really. I don't know if you guys care. All right, moving on. Let's see here. I skipped these two because it was just, I started duplicating a lot of frames on accident. So, okay, this is the shot with the restaurant. I'm going to move this over here. This is the PC version. Let's see if I can shrink this down. All right, so PC. Oh my God, PC. Then this is PS4, PC, PS4, PC, PS4. So let's just tackle PC, PS4 right now. All I gotta say is like, holy crap, like wow. PS4 just is really coming up to be, I consider this game, it's still not a second gen, it's kind of 1.5 gen because they've been working on this one for a while, but really a celebration of the hardware, the PS4, and all the things they can do. It looks so good, it really does, and the PC is beautiful as well. But you think about the hardware you have to buy in order to build a PC that can run something like this at 60 frames per second, and versus the cost of a PS4, you really just, the benefits of PS4 is pretty amazing. Really, a lighting is the huge difference here. This again is the PC, is PS4. The lighting is pretty amazing. Reflections and stuff down here pretty much don't change between the two. The lighting it feels more dramatic on the PS4, I would say, because it's darker. The mood lighting and everything, like if you look at the candles and the candy, it looks better to me on the PS4. Like I respect that the PC probably has higher counts of texture of a the texture mapping is a higher maybe resolution, but PS4 really has the lighting down. So I'm going to click into the Xbox One here, get rid of that marquee. So Xbox One versus the PS4. Now, I don't know if this is just a moment in time, But the Xbox One here has some pretty cool lighting going on, specifically if you look at the woman here taking the order. There is clearly shadowing from the blinds that are over here. They're casting very nicely across her back, whereas on the PS4 and even on the PC, it's not there. So I don't know if it's just a car passing and that's just something that's different in the video, but you know, that's something to note. It's also in the Xbox One. It is lighting the patrons that are sitting here. If you look at this guy's face and the side of his body, it's being lit really well. And then when I go to the PS4, it's darker. So it's hard to tell as far as why that lighting is that way. It just, you can notice it here on the Xbox One. Trying to see what else, if there's anything else that I notice. But again, reflections are pretty good on both, on everybody. So, you know, I would still say the PS4 and the Xbox One are a better win on this than the PC. Let's wait. Now look, here's some interesting development. It must be a timing thing as far as the lighting across her back, because I grabbed a PC shot. Sorry, here's the PC shot that has her being lit as well as the guys being lit by a car passing by. So it must be a timing thing. So the shadowing is there. Okay, so here's the 3-up. Let's do this. Go over here. Boomity boom. Bamity bam. When I hit the right button this time. Shazam. Alright, there we go. 3-up, real quick. Zoom back a little bit. No, okay. You know, we're looking at reflections. Something weird going down here, but that's on all of them, so. I mean, I think I've talked enough about the diner. Let's get out of the diner, shall we? Let's go outside. There we are, outside. PC. I'll try to just move this to a place where nothing important is going on. Okay, so PC, PS4, PC, PS4, PC, PS4. Certainly, there are some things that are missing on the PC that is on the PS4. Particularly, if you notice, there's going to be some purple lights here and some purple lights here that all of a sudden appear magically. There's actually a lot of lighting that's missing on the PC side. Searchlights here, purple lighting, purple lighting. Let's go boom, 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 boom. Right? A lot of lighting's gone. I don't know why. It's brighter. Look at the lights on top of Big Ben. Just, you know, it's not as good. Not as good. Even, you know, yeah, I'm looking at the Xbox as well here. Even the Xbox has the lighting. And so the Xbox and the PS4 have the lighting, as you can see. Although, again, the PS4 just has the gleam, I'd like to put it. PS4 has nice, the lights are really hot and warm and they feel good. And the PC doesn't even have them. And the Xbox has them, but they're just not as poppy. It's kind of, you know, not as good. The skyline's the same. The ships and the objects in the background look the same. I'm just flipping between PS4 and Xbox One real quick. Again, PS4 lighting here is so much better. I'm going to do a comparison between the PC and the Xbox One. PC, Xbox One, PC, Xbox One. So, it's funny, you know, with the exception of the lighting glow, which is called bloom, by the way, when it's brighter, again, forgive my nasalness. When the light actually has like a sheen to it, and it kind of glows, if you will, like here. The PS4 has a lot of good bloom, B-L-O-O-M, bloom. I can spell. So, Xbox One, the light's there, but it's not poppy. Doesn't have that beautiful incandescence coming off of it. And so again, PS4 on this baby, I think wins the round. Moving on to the next, which is the 3-up. this is a good place to not do that again. There we go. Again, bloomy bloom on the PS4, on the and the Xbox. There's a little bit of bloom, and then the PC has flat blue, no M, just blue. Draw distance looks pretty comparable on all three. You know, I'm looking way in the background here. Looks pretty darn good. You know, either way, whatever you have, game looks beautiful. Now, here's something to notice. His cape. Now, I have another shot where his cape's all out. His wings are out. But if you look here, like the PC, from a texture perspective, it does look like a genuine cape from Batman. You know, sort of that rubbery, militarized, synthetic material, whatever it is that it's made out of. It looks great. However, it is pouring rain right now. At least as far as I can tell, it looks like it's pouring rain in all three. If you look at the PS4, it's the same cool material, military texture material, but it's wet. It has beautiful shine to it. It looks like wet leather gleaming in the night. I mean, it just has the look. It has the look. You see this here, right here? That beautiful shimmer from the lighting and the rain and the slick just makes it look so real and good. Where this looks really good, but it's great, you know, if it's nighttime and it's a beautiful clear day. That was my phone, guys. I apologize for that. Killed that. All right. So where I was pointing at here, the Xbox One is kind of dark. However, his helmet still reflects that sort of wet material with the glow, and the PC it has the glow, but not the wet glow. That's the difference, and that's important. All right, so let's move on to the next layers. Set, going up. All right, here is where I think we're gonna find that the PC actually wins. It's a great scene. The car's spinning out in the circle, and he's doing his donuts, and you know you can see the water down here. It looks really good, and the car looks good, and the motion blur is really good. And you can see there's some beautiful smoke here from the tires peeling out. Now it's debatable, since the water, the ground is soaking wet, that you would get this kind of smoke, and it could be coming from the rocket engine manifold in the back. It could be smoking because it just burned out. You can see the brakes are red hot here. Really cool stuff. And here's the shocking part. When you go to the PS4, do you notice something missing? I'll give you a second. If you said the smoke, then you win a cookie. There is no smoke here. None. So just a reminder, oh, look at all the smoke. You go here, no smoke. Also, no water. The water's there. It's rippling, you know. It looks good. It looks good. You know, it looks a little bit like the asphalt is melting and he's squeezing through it, especially like right there. It's supposed to be water. And, you know, here's the Xbox One. Again, not a lot of smoke, but there's a tiny bit of smoke. There's a little bit. I have to give it to them. Xbox One has a little bit of smoke. Brake's still red hot over here. The water does kind of look like water. It's hard to tell because there's smoke. But again, going back to the PC, it's like there's water. That is beautiful water, which has reflections and refractions, and you could see through and see the street right there, the road paint. It's really beautiful. So like the PC is definitely heads and shoulders above the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. The lighting, granted it's a different frame, but I did run it all the way through in regards to the smoke. So if you guys are like, there's smoke, go ahead and look again. There ain't not that much smoke, if there's any at all. I'll give the Xbox One a little bit of smoke, but the PS4, there ain't no smoke. Moving on. That is the PC again at a different frame, and there's smoke. Boom. This is a terrible shot. Moving on. Boom. It's a little better. Let me minimize this. Bam. Look at that. I hit the right button this time. Okay. Whew. All right. Moving on to this bad boy right here. Oops. You don't want to see that. What happened here? That's no bueno. Stand by. Okay. There we go. Okay. Batmobile looks pretty good in all of these except the Xbox One, unfortunately. There's a lot of weather going on here, which, you know, the timing of the video is a little different. But the detail, it's much crisper as far as the details in the back of the Batmobile here. You know, you could see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can see that the shape of the model and everything is just clear right here. You know, the texturing is clear. This is beautiful, by the way. That's nice the lighting here, which I think that the PC doesn't share. There's something much more realistic about the bump mapping that's going on here than over here. So again, this has to do with how the lighting is being treated on the PS4. The shadowing and stuff just inside here really just gives it more of a tangible, realistic feel, where the lack of those shading and shadowing here flattens this out. And if you look at the Xbox One, yes, it's being blocked by rain, but you can tell underneath that the resolution of the texture map is not as good. It doesn't hold as well. Now, to give the Xbox One some credit, the shot in this frame has a lot of water, which is a good thing. And the shadowing's a little bit more believable up in here, especially if you look at this texture right here. There's something going on in here that looks better than over here. I think I have another frame of this. Let me just back it up. See here. That's not what you want to see. Okay. Boom. All right. That does nothing. Oh, it's because I'm up here. All right, here is another shot. To be fair, another shot. Okay, good. Now we're kind of all in the same place. All right. Let's move this out of the way. So this is a moment, they all do this, they all fire up, they all look good. So it's not like, hey, the PS4 has fire coming out of it, and the other ones don't. No, they all do that. It's just the frame that I grabbed. So in this shot, the Xbox One does look a lot better. You know, it does have much more detail, and it was, I guess, a moment when there was more weather coming through on the other frame. If you look in the background, you'll notice that actually the Xbox One has a little bit more going on, way in the distance, a little bit more going on. But again, it could be because that I have to say the Xbox One, the PS4, they're all in the same place. So, you know, really just kind of focusing on the car, going back to the car, you know, again with that magic word, bloom. There is lighting, but there's just something about the PS4 that just draws the eye. It's crisper. It's more the reflections in the paint of the black, how it accepts the lighting, and how the blades here, how they look, just looks great. Xbox One looks pretty good too. So, you know, again, if I were to pick and choose here, I would say that, you know, number one would be the PS4. Number two would be Xbox One, and number three would be the PC. Just as pure, if you're looking just here on the back of the car, actually looks really good on the Xbox One. So it's, you know, these guys are standing tall, and this guy's kind of like not so tall. All right, moving on to the next thing. Gosh darn it, I love that I do that. I'm sure you do too. All right, moving on. Next. Okay, here's a different part of the scene. Just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, so I did grab a couple parts of this scene because there's, it's long. So this is clearly like a muddy place that the car's going through. And, you know, the water looks pretty good on everybody's. there is some cool, here's the flame effect coming out of the PC side. And the flame looks really good, and it looks good on all of them. But it's interesting, like the detail and lighting that's lost, that these two have, that this doesn't have. Could be blamed on the flame, could not be. But everybody's looking pretty good here. I love this on the Xbox One, like just this right here, and the mud and everything collecting, the water splashing through the tires. Looks really good. This game is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, pretty good in close. I would say, though, the Xbox One, again, something with this back area. They got some cool lighting going on back here. So I have to give props to the Xbox One on this one, because the other ones don't have it. There's just nice reflections and bouncing off of the lighting and everything, and the effects of the weather really bounces off here. So I'm going to give that one to the Xbox One. Moving on. Next shot. This was a bad shot. This was still a bad shot. I was grabbing these frames quickly so I can try to get this done. I think we've talked enough, spoke enough about the car, so let's move on. All right, PC. PC. So, here's the PC, right? Looks good, 3 dudes staring you down with guns. Oh, Jesus, there we go, okay. PS4, PC, PS4, PC, PS4, PC, PC, Xbox One, PC, Xbox One, PC, Xbox One. Then we're going to go Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One, PS4. I'm going to move this over here out of the way. PC, PS4, Xbox One, PS4. So, something right out of the gate that the PC has, and actually the Xbox has, that the PS4 doesn't for some reason. I want you to point your attention to right there. The reflection of the reflector on the back of the vehicle. It's on here. And it's on the PC. But the PS4 is not on. Not there. Gone. The other funny thing is, on the Xbox and the PS4, this little construction cone can thing in the back, it's gone. Just didn't make the cut, I guess. Something else you'll also notice here on the tank, if you look at the lighting on the tank, it's so dark on the PS4. You're missing some light here. Where the Xbox is sort of an amalgam of the PC and the PS4, where PS4 is dark, the PC is light, and the Xbox One is a little dark, but it has some lighting to it. Xbox One and PC, Xbox One, PC, Xbox One, PC. PS4. So I thought that was interesting. Let's see here. The guys, they pretty much look the same. There's like a spotlight or something on going back here, which is not happening on the Xbox One for some reason. So that is also interesting. There was something that I don't think I captured that I did notice in the video. Although, you know, the PS4 doesn't have this reflector, there was some heat coming out over here. Let me see if I can show you. No, I didn't get it. But there was like something was here burning off heat because it was doing a really nice that wavy heat look that you know something is emanating heat. So I don't know, maybe it's the back of the Batmobile that's sitting there. Here's the 3-up. Just gonna shrink back, get rid of that. Okay, now we're gonna go back in and look at it this way. So again, you'll notice reflection, or reflector on, reflector not on, which is kind of odd to me. the lighting on the Xbox One is definitely more dramatic back here. I wouldn't even say it's missing a light because there's some light passing through the tree where there seems to be some sort of vehicle or some sort of object lighting the tree back here. So, it could be a minuscule moment of time that made the difference. As far as the characters concerned, I actually would say that the PC and the Xbox One have some nice reflections going on from the lighting. The ripple and the bending in the elbow, the texture mapping on the arms, looks better here. But I would say the PC still looks better as far as the character's upper body. And also, the PC is tricky because the textures are better. They're higher resolution, but it doesn't have quite the same sort of lighting that the PS4 and the Xbox One can provide. So I think, here, it's a toss-up between the three of them. If I had to choose, I would go with the PC on this one. All right? Okay, moving on. Gosh darn it, that's just awesome. Okay, moving on. Okay, here's the shot I was talking about earlier. I think it's actually out of order. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so back to what I was talking about before, that cool militarized material, whatever it's made out of, the synthetic material is, nice, looks good here, it's believable. I see some kind of moisture coming out of that, coming down, but man, oh man, look at that. Look at that. Xbox One, look, they both have it. And it looks really good. Now the PS4 is tiny bit sharper. I think tiny bit sharper. Where the Xbox One's a little muddy. As far as the reflections of holy mackerel, look at that. PS4 to me is the strongest on this shot for sure. And then, the PC is just like good textures, but it's white. It's not really wet, so I don't believe you. Moving on. Let's get rid of that. Move this here. Go to there, and it's just another shot. Same deal, PS4 wins on that again. Moving on. Okay, this is a good shot too. This is the PC. I'm really focusing more on Batman himself. So this is the PC, this is the PS4, PC, PS4, PC, PS4. Xbox One, PC, Xbox One, PC, Xbox One, PC. So, going back, here's PS4, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One. So what you'll notice here, besides the obvious on Batman's suit, if you look in the background here, I'm going to zoom in. This is the PS4. This is the Xbox One. It's over there, Xbox One. Okay, just want to prove it. And then this is the PC. Now, there's a huge difference there. If you look in the back, it's a lot crisper as far as the texturing back there. But I am noticing, if you divert your eyes over there, look at the brick, right? So this is the PC, this is PS4, PC, PS4, PC, Xbox One, PC, Xbox One, PS4. So, the lighting, this again with the shadowing and the shading, the console systems seem to be stronger in that department. I just popped back to the Xbox One version. Sorry, I'm like flying around here. I was just trying to find other areas that can help with my argument here. Again, the texture maps are higher resolution on the PC. And the developers have to make sacrifices in some places in order to keep the frame rates that we all demand. So in PCs, with the proper configuration, are quite more powerful in the CPU and the video cards and all that stuff than the console systems. So there has to be some forgiveness. There is elements in the air that you can see that are not existing in the Xbox One version or the PS4 version. They're just not there. It's like dust or something. So moving on to Mr. Batman over here. We're going to focus closely on his upper body. That's not what you want. So that's the PS4. This is the PC. PS4, PC, PS4, PC. Now, for some reason on the PS4, I guess the camera's closer because the PC. This is the Xbox One, by the way. The PC is small. He's like, he's farther back. On the PS4, he's closer. So, again, PC, PS4, Xbox One. PS4, Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One. And then the Xbox One, unfortunately, we're losing resolution again. It's muddy. Unfortunately, it's muddy, The Xbox One came out strong with Battlefield, I think. It looked really good. And it was holding its own very well. Just for this game in its instance, I think that the resolution is suffering on the Xbox One versus the PS4. It just looks fuzzy. If you look at the Batman logo, especially in through here, you can see a definite change in the resolution, even between the Xbox and the PC. This is the Xbox One, this is the PC. This is Xbox One, this is the PC, Xbox One, PC. Now the PC has more, a lot of lighting going on in the chest. I'm not ignoring that. It's a lot of specular highlights and stuff going on the suit itself from wherever the lighting is coming from. Whereas on the PS4, it's a lot of, there's shadowing and shading. Still looks damn good. It's just they're more dramatic on the PC. It's just hard-hitting light. Where on the PS4, it's pretty much just sort of an even light that just sort of gracefully goes all the way around his suit. The Xbox One shares that with the PS4. This is the Xbox One. This is the PS4. Xbox One, PS4, and then Xbox One, PC. So you can see there is a massive lighting difference there. And there's also a difference in detail in the texture. This is PC. If you look right here in his arm, going back to Xbox One, there's a loss of detail there. Jumping from PC to PS4, the detail is slightly, it's not really lost, it's different. It's not quite the same, which isn't a bad thing. It's just a little different. Okay. So I'm going to zoom back here, sort of center this, and then we're going to jump to the 3-up. Just minimize, do that. Okay. So here we are in just a straight line. You can see the details. Looks really good. In general, love the game. Looks really good. You guys all know that. I think I've said it 100 times. But needless to say, what I explained is sort of clearly placed out here. It seems to me that the, PS4 has good resolution at the lighting that has more of the shadowing and shading and acceptance of the lighting and how it blends through the textures. Whereas the PC has the super resolution with the hard lighting going along around the edges. You do lose some of that nice detail in through here, actually on the PC. But other than that, the clarity and the textures on the PC are much, I would say maybe 15 to 20%, 15% better than they are here. And maybe 20% better than they are here. Okay, again, you love that. All right, let's pull back a little bit, get rid of that, open this up. Move on to the next frames. Okay, this is a good shot, I think, that we can talk about. This is a good comparison because they all look very similar to each other, which just shows that in certain points of the game, you're really not losing anything. It's interesting that on the PS4 and the Xbox One, there is, get out of the way, there is like these nice deep separations in the wood. You know, there's no denying that they exist. They're right there. The wood is separating, it's scratched, it looks terrible. Whereas here, it's like, it's gone. It's not there. I don't know what it is. It's just not there. The separations here are so much more richer and darker, and on the PC it's like one flat long board. Seems to be a little bit of it here, but again, not a ton. But overall, as far as the texturing on the wood, the scrapes and everything, the rug details, the shadowing, I would say it's pretty even across the board. No pun intended. Moving on to the next one. We're almost done, guys. Bored of me yet? Okay. PC. PS4, Xbox One. Now, you'll know when I'm talking about the Xbox One because Batman's facing us. Hi. How's it going? What are you doing? Shut up. Okay, sorry. So, I'm going to make this bigger so we can see closer to things. Let's focus back here on this lighting of the window and the cabling and the textures of the brick. So this is the PC, this is the PlayStation, PC, PlayStation, PC. Something quickly noted down here on the underbelly of this ceiling here, you'll see the texture from this is the PC version, drop down on the PS4 version. Totally lose the nice little, you can see the grading and the whatever's going on here as far as the texture and the waffle coning. Whereas on the PS4 it's kind of like mud. And the Xbox One is even more mud. Yeah. Looking at the, get out of there. Looking at the brick. Oh, sorry. This is the PC version. You know, let's actually focus on the brick that's lit. This is the PS4 version. And see, this is where it's fun because the PS4 version actually looks better. I'm going to push into a pixel mess here. However, you can actually see that there is a loss of depth here. This is the PC version. This is the PlayStation version. PC version, PlayStation version, PC version, PlayStation version. Then, of course, we have the Xbox version, which is muddy, unfortunately. A lot of the textures are lost here. Hi. So, yeah, it's really sad. I'm just trying to shut this off here. Okay. So we lose the texture, the detail, you know. This is showing the strength of the PS4, people. The little bit of extra oomph that it has. It's just even the slight step above, even in the RAM that the PS4 has, the speed of the RAM. The way it's handling the textures. It's, these minuscule little details in a spec can be noticed in small things as far as background details. And when you're playing this game and you're shooting and you're looking around, and you'll never notice this stuff. But I always find it very interesting to see how each system processes the graphics and the information and what we see. That's why I do these videos. Something else to note. This is a PS4 version. There's a lot of aliasing going on right here. And you don't see it on the Xbox One because it's blurrier. Let me see here. I'm going to go from the PC. You know what? I take that back. That I take back. And I rarely take things back. Take it back, Batman. Don't be mad. Okay, let me just check the lighting here. This is Xbox One, PC, Xbox One, PC, PS4. Okay, so the lighting is pretty on par all the way across. And I have to say it because it's me. If you look right here, watch what happens when you go from the PC to the PS4. Not much, right? A little bit. Watch. PC, right? If you look here, it's pretty damn clear. PS4, a little less clear. Xbox One, bleh. Yeah, right there. Little details. All right, jump into the final frame. The final frame. We have all four. Now I can go here and like that, and then I can zoom in and stuff. Isn't that amazing? Don't you love Photoshop? This looks like it's in German. So yeah, I mean, you can see what I was talking about as far as the details in the bricks. There's this mushy flat that's got some nice bump mapping going on, and then this is sort of a little flatter. So when I would say the PS4 is again the winner here, and I think ultimately overall I would say the PS4 just looks phenomenal. So I am going to give it to the PS4. Congratulations, PlayStation. I know you really care that I Am Gadget Man gives you the win for Batman. So anyway, that's me rambling. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you watching and listening, and keep those comments coming and thumbs up for me, hopefully. And that's it. So have a great night, and I am Gadget Man. Peace.